Peru News Today. All you need to know about Peru.
Peruvian fans wonder, is Rubius complaining about the inclusive language in the new Spider-Man video game and generating controversy online? A voice in Marvel's Spider-Man 2 speaks an inclusive language, ending in E. Famous content creators like Rubius have spoken about it, and their reaction has divided their followers. Last Friday, Marvel's Spider-Man 2 hit the market, the long-awaited exclusive PS5 video game that sold 2.5 million copies in just 24 hours. The expectation for this game was great, and the ratings themselves already place it on the lists of the best titles of the year. However, not even because of its stupendous output has it gone unquestioned, and the internet has encountered a serious problem in its development. It has included, pardon the redundancy, inclusive language, thus provoking a debate on social networks. Inclusive language in Spider-Man. The problem was born precisely from a viral video by Rubius, one of the largest content creators in all of Spain. In the images, he can be seen reacting to Danica Hart, a secondary character who speaks an inclusive language. She adds the E to words like scientific or expert. But the man in charge, Harry Osborn, has a good reputation. And, on top of that, he's hired my favorite bee scientist, his apologist Young. She is the greatest expert, the character is heard. Without letting him finish the sentence, the creator, with a face of rejection, opens the Insomniac Games game settings to go directly to Danica's settings, deactivating her audio. That's where the debate began. While a large number of followers applauded the Spaniard's decision, others complained about the fact that he usually invents words and even adds phrases in English or from the internet to his daily speech, so there should be no problem with this type of additions. After the controversy, in which even different content creators spoke about it and the Spanish gaming press dedicated several articles, Rubius decided to speak out. Through his live stream, he tried to explain the case. It's getting a little complicated because I didn't say anything and I reacted with two faces to something that happened in the game, he says. There are people, well, Twitter being Twitter, the same as always. I decided to remove the podcast of the woman who spoke inclusively, but without saying anything. What shocks me most about this is that I have seen people saying, how can you say that with so many LGBT audiences? People think that everyone who is part of the LGBT community has to like the same things as them. Everyone is free to do what they want and how they want, he explained. Other streamers have reacted to the same clip. Ilawan pointed out that he does not use inclusive language and he is not a bad person for doing so. However, the moment a person asks you for the neutral gender, you do it and that's it, because you have to respect people. The controversy over the use of inclusive language in the video game Marvel's Spider-Man 2, caused by content creator Rubius, has generated a debate on social networks and among his followers. Rubius's reaction to hearing a secondary character speak in inclusive language has divided his audience. Some followers applauded his decision to deactivate the character's audio, while others criticized him, arguing that he himself uses invented words and phrases in English or from the internet in his daily speech. Rubius, in an attempt to address the controversy, explained that he decided to remove the podcast of the woman who spoke an inclusive language without saying anything about it. He highlighted that what shocks him is that some people assume that all members of the LGBT community must have the same preferences and opinions. Other streamers have also reacted to the debate, pointing out the importance of respecting gender-neutral requests when they are submitted. The controversy reflects a broader debate about inclusive language and diversity in media and culture, as well as the need to respect the linguistic and personal choices of each individual in a context where inclusion and diversity are sought to be promoted. Subscribe and follow us on our social networks, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok.
Peru News Today. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram.